Before we start getting into film and animation and start breaking down some of the film and posing and getting into the 12 principles, I'd like to talk a little bit about an overview of various types of animations in the industry. So don't be limited to just watching one specific type of animation or saying one animation is better than the other. All animation is great. It's great to be inspired by all types of animation. It's good to know where you've been, right? Know where you've been to understand where we are and how we got here with animation and film. So it's really important to understand the older animations, some of the classics that first came out and brought that stuff to life. Even older films like Charlie Chaplin is good to reference for animation. He was a very animated character without any sound, right? Just music and just bringing the story to life with just his body and props and stuff around him. So anime is another one, right? Yeah, there's a lot of crappy anime out there, and a lot of it is garbage. Sorry about that, but there's good anime too. There's Ghost in the Shell, Kira. There's Cowboy Bebop. There's a lot of cool storytelling and anime as well. So don't just dismiss a category of animation just because it's within that category. You should learn and adapt to all types of animation, whether it be older animation, newer animation, stylized animation, anime, real live action animation like the Avengers movies, that kind of stuff. Reference it all, ingest all of it, and just learn from it. So other than the various types of animations and styles of animations, there's animation isn't just character animation, right? Character animation is probably the one that most people, when they hear I'm an animator or I want to be an animator, they think character animation, cartoony character animation, stylized animation. But there's all sorts of different types of animation, and we'll go over some of those animations, and you'll start to see how much animation is in movies, right? We have character animation, we have realistic, stylized animation and movement. We have props, right? Prop animation. We even have props as characters. It took me a minute when I was thinking about it. It was like, you know what? They've even made entire movies with props animated. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is a perfect example. There's nothing but props running through that entire castle. So props are animated. I think the first real prop animated that really hit me in CG was the light, from Pixar. That animation in the beginning. You see it in all the Pixar movies, right? In the beginning of it, the little lamp comes out and hops around. We'll go over that and take a look at that and see how that kind of revolutionized what you could do in CG. And Pixar, I think, is one of the leaders as far as CG animation. But that was always so cool when I first saw that. I was like, whoa, that was awesome. That was inspiring for me to want to get into the industry. Some of the older cartoons like Bugs Bunny, that's a great source of stylized animation. I think that's probably some of the best stylized animation, in my opinion, just squash and stretch. And we'll go into the 12 principles of animation overview here this week as well, but man, just watching some of those older cartoons are super cool. We also have props that are not main characters. We'll take a look at some of those films that have those props where maybe two main characters are fighting over a prop, and that prop is animated, whether it be a satchel or a knife or something like that. It still needs animation, right? So still needs and applies the same principles of animation. We have vehicle animation. There's a lot of vehicle animation, and that can range from like land, air, sea, spaceships are another one that you see a lot of animation in. We also have mechanical animation, so robotics, doors opening, lifts, components, that kind of stuff. All that stuff needs to be animated, needs animators. So we'll start diving into taking a look at film, 12 principles of the animation in some of this film, and we'll start using this site here that Dante has to start breaking down some of that, and we'll take a look at some other films and get inspired by those and see what how the 12 principles relate into those films.